All right, y'all, welcome. I just realized I have been filming for the past 2 days, which y'all probably won't notice it the way I edit this, but I've been vlogging just out in the streets and I have not said anything. Just realized I did not do an intro. So welcome. If you're new to this channel, I'll talk about career, lifestyle, intentional living, wellness. We do our best. Okay, subscribe and join the ride. So this week is a really heavy admin work week for me. If you hear background noise, that is a train. Of course, my luck that a train will be driving by as I'm trying to film this intro, but it's okay. We do our best. Anyway, so this is a very heavy admin work week for me because all of my stakeholders are at a conference that I did not get to go to, which at first I was salty about. I'm not gonna hold you. I let it be known I wasn't happy, but I'm actually glad that I didn't have to travel because this week I can actually catch up on work. You know, when you're like in constant meetings and you're kind of just trying to keep up with the pace, I feel like this will be a really good week for me to kind of step back, catch up on all of my projects, like really take a step back and say, okay, what are the things that we need to keep going with? What are the things that we need to stop? You know, when everyone comes back from that conference, they're going to have all these different projects that they want to do. And I'm going to have to pace my stakeholders. As if you're in project management, you know exactly what I'm talking about, or in general, you know, people come back from conferences and they're excited with new ideas. And so I'm kind of like trying to prepare myself for like the workload that's probably going to increase once they all get back. But anyway, because I don't have any meetings, I've been really wanting to like get outside the house because again, I kind of felt like chained to my desk because I've been in so many meetings these past few weeks. And so yeah, I've kind of been on this whole, again, for the past 2 days on this whole like coffee shop lunch tour, which if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and if you're not on social media, I will put it in the description below. I am really big on like getting out the house at least once or twice a week so that I see people outside of like teams, especially with me working from home. I've been working from home since like before the pandemic. And so I had to be very intentional about being a social human being. And I know sometimes people are intimidated by it. People always ask me, because I go to happy hours by myself, I go out to eat by myself, I go to coffee shops by myself, and people are always like, or tell me like that they don't do it because it's intimidating. But I promise you, it is not. Nobody is looking at you. And so hopefully as you see me on my little tour this week, then it will inspire you to get out of the house. If you're in Atlanta, then you'll have a list of probably 20 spots, including the ones that I've already shared on Instagram and TikTok, that you can use. For me, coffee shops, I say coffee shops, I use that term loosely because I actually prefer going to places that I can eat. Like a chai latte is good and all, but sometimes I need a sandwich and some pasta, and latte not gonna cut it, or pastry. And so I like going to, right now I'm in the Dunwoody area. I like coming to the Dunwoody like perimeter area because one, parking over here, most of the places over here is free parking compared to like if you go to the Beltline or Midtown or even West Midtown, you're going to pay for parking. So I personally like coming up to the Dunwoody perimeter area to get work done. And I also find that because there's so many office buildings around here where people are working in the office, then I can typically, it's typically pretty quiet, honestly. And so I'm currently about to go into CT Cantina and Taqueria. I haven't eaten all day, so I'm gonna grab some Mexican and work from here for a bit. Let me bring y'all up to speed since I haven't like kind of brought y'all along this past week. So Saturday we went to the Book Bird. It is in downtown Decatur, Avondale Estates. I highly recommend that place if you are looking for somewhere to like work. It's like half bookstore, half coffee shop, half wine bar. Super cute. We had our writers event there, which if you are a writer or creative in Atlanta and you're looking for a community, reach out to ATL Writers Group. That's the group that I've been helping grow. And so yeah, we had our August event there and it was really cool. I'll insert some B-roll here so you can kind of get the vibe. And so yeah, that event was chapter chats where we talked about like a book that inspired us to write, and we kind of like shared, our favorite books that we've been reading. So it was really cool. After that, I had to edit the vlog that just went up where I talked about like how I use AI to work, and what else did I talk about? Oh, all my healthy stuff that I've been doing as I'm going to get tacos. Anyway, so where did I go? I went to Bold Monk Brewery, which I also highly recommend. It's in West Midtown. It does have free parking. It's a 2-story brewery, but it's a perfect place to work. Perfect, because it has a coffee shop, it has a full wine bar if you're into that, and then it also has a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so again, I like to have the option to eat if I get hungry. And so yeah, I love working at the Bold Monk Brewery. I was there for quite some time editing the vlog that had just went up, and I went on a Saturday and there were still people there working, there were people there chatting. It was a big event there. So yeah, I really just kind of like the vibe of Bold Monk Brewery, so highly recommend going there if you're looking for a place to work. There's also Chattahoochee Food Works that's next door to Bold Monk Brewery. It's more of a food hall, so it has a bunch of different spots in there that you can work from, and I believe it's 2 hours free parking, so that's also a really nice spot. The other place I would recommend in West Midtown that I don't know if I'll get to this week is Draw Bar. Their parking is not free. It is somewhat inexpensive, but that's kind of like the rooftop place. I don't know if I have any recent pictures of me going there, but I also go there if I'm like in the West Midtown area. So yeah, was at Bold Monk Brewery on Saturday after the book bird. And then yesterday I was at Corgi Cafe. This is in Buckhead. It's by Lennox in the Atlanta Tech Village building. And this Corgi Cafe advertises themselves as the only Atlanta 24-hour cafe, which I think is true, because the only other place I know that's 24 hours is Switch Yards, which they have locations all over the Southeast, not just in Georgia. But that's more of a co-working space, and it costs I think $125 a month. I actually used to have a subscription, and I think I've posted my review on Instagram and TikTok for them before. I will say, if you want like a dedicated like third space to work from every single day, they have free coffee, tea, and I actually do have some B-roll I think I can insert here for y'all. But for those that have asked me about Switch Yards before, I do recommend it if you don't again have like a dedicated place to work. You can do meetings there, but the meeting rooms that you have to reserve, you can only reserve, at least when I was there, for 2 hours a day. So on meeting heavy days, I either had to have my noise canceling headphones or be at home. So pros and cons. However, it's really good if you're looking for a dedicated spot. And I think for $100 for a co-working space that you can go to 24 hours a day, may be worth it, up to you. But I couldn't really justify the cost anymore, because the place where I live has like a business center that's similar to Switch Yard, so I chose to save the money once I moved. But yeah, all that to say, Corgi Cafe is really awesome. It's 24 hours. They validate parking for 2 hours, and then I think after that, the times that I've stayed longer than that, it hasn't been more than $10 as far as parking. But it's really nice. I'll insert some footage here. And so yeah, I love going there to just like, again, get deep work done. I also leave feeling inspired, because they have a lot of like startup events that are also on that same level too. So yeah, those are the places that we have been so far. And so now I'm about to go into CT Cantina and Taqueria. There's also Stage, however you pronounce it, Dunwoody, that's next door to CT. That's also, nice and has pretty decent food. And so yes, let this be a reminder to get out of that house, and let's be social, ladies. Let's be seen, especially the girls. Let's be seen working in the field, okay? But anyway, let's go get some work done, and thank y'all so much for watching this vlog. Back up 3 words really. Glamology by Bree. Glamology by Bree. She has been doing my hair for the past probably year and a half, if not a little bit longer, 2 years maybe even. She's done my natural hair. She does my installs. You want to talk about consistent chef's kiss, consistent every single time. I've never had not one complaint with Bree. So please go check her out. I will link her here. She just does a sew-in with my minimal leave out. I do touch up with relaxer my leave out and edges so I don't have to put heat on it. And I have about 4 bundles. People always ask me what hair we use. This is like 4 bundles of Cambodian wavy, and I've had this hair in for almost a year now, and so we just recycle it. She washes my sew-in and like helps me maintain it once a month, and then every 2 to 3 months she'll take it out and reinstall it. So that's what we did today. So you already know we outside. Okay, we're outside. You cannot go home after you've got your hair done. So I am in Dunwoody again because it's near where her salon is, and so I've been wanting to try Cuttlefish. Happy hour is on, I think, Wednesdays and Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. where they do like hand roll, and then they also have a matcha cafe there as well. I've been there for the matcha and done some work there before, but I haven't actually tried the food, so I'm gonna go in there and try it and bring y'all along. But just had to show my hair because Glamology by Bree. Happy Thursday. So I wanted to show y'all how I kind of maintain my hair. I just do like 4 flexi rods, sometimes 5 to the back, and I'm able to sleep in it because it is centered towards it's centered so it doesn't bother me when I sleep. But I know they have like the overnight blowout rollers. These are $5 at the beauty supply store in Gorgeous as well. So wanted to show y'all that. But yes, today I could not end this coffee shop tour admin work week without going to a black owned coffee shops. There are actually quite a few that I want to try. There aren't too many that are super close to me though. But I realized as I'm going through my list of places I wanted to try, I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this because there's no way I can get to all my spots within 1 week. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. Again, if you're in the Atlanta area and or just want inspo to get out of the house during your work day. And so today we're actually going to go to a black owned and faith-based coffee shop in Lawrenceville. It's called Mood Cafe. And I have not been there before, so we'll try that out and see. If you are looking for other black-owned coffee shops out, I have been to Boss Coffee. It's kind of on the south side. I will put some shots here, but my writers group, we've had several events there, and they are really accommodating, and it's a great place to just get regular work done. The food and drinks are phenomenal, so I definitely recommend Boss Cafe. And I know that there's also Black Coffee as well that I personally have not been to, but they have really good reviews. And yeah, this is kind of what my hair looks like. Listen, outside, okay? What did I do yesterday? So we went to Cuttlefish, and Cuttlefish was good. They were really busy. I would recommend going after 3 p.m. if you're going to go to the happy hour because they were a bit busy, which meant that the service was a little slower, but that's okay. They were still very accommodating and friendly, and I got a lot of great work done. After that, I actually went to Smyrna, to Yard Houses. I don't think I filmed there, but I went to Yard House. They also have a happy hour from 3 to 6, and you get like half off the appetizers and the pizzas. And so I just stopped by there because, again, my hair was done. I was outside. And so, yeah, I've really been enjoying this week. Have I been the healthiest and been on my health kick journey? Have I been consistent with that this week? Absolutely not. No. But have I had a ball this week? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I've had so much fun, and I'm realizing like I need to do this more often, like get out of the house. I need a job where like I don't have meetings and I can just literally work from wherever I want. I am trying to get monetized on YouTube. So, you know, if you haven't heard, if you are a content creator, they changed the watch hours now to where by February 1st of next year, if you're not at 4,000 hours, then you have to wait until 8,000 watch hours to get monetized. So I'm really trying to get video content out weekly. If not twice a week, but it is a lot of work. But anyway, I say all that to say, listen, if I can have a job, maybe content creation, maybe something where I don't have to talk all day long and be on all day long, and I can just work in peace and quiet. Let me know if y'all have a job like that and what y'all do, because I may need a change, okay? But anyway, we have had a ball this week, and I hope that you've enjoyed some of the inspo. But yeah, I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I will catch y'all up when we are at Mood Cafe.